and he shows me his checking account. And in his checking account, it was basically $100,000. And to me, when most people would do something like that, it would be like a flex, or they trying to stun on you, or just, show off or something like that. But for something about him showing me that and explaining to me how he made this money through investing in crypto made me really think that he wasn't trying to do that. Yo, what's happening? It's your man OG Bo Beats TV. Coming to you today, another special video. What's good? What's happening, YouTube? It's your man OG Bo Beats, and I'm back with another video for you today. So today I got some quick that I want to talk about. Tell y'all a quick little story about how I left $200,000 on the table, how I lost technically $200,000, and it's all my fault. All right, so we're gonna talk about that. Before we do, please make sure you like the video, subscribe to the channel, leave a comment, let me know how you feel about this. Let me know if you experience the same type of thing as me. It's your man OG Bo Beats. Let's get right into it. All right, boom. So check it out, y'all. So how I left $200,000 on the table, man. It's a crazy story, and it make a lot of sense, and really the lesson learned is more valuable than anything. But back in 2019, I met a friend of mine during some work training. I had never met the guy before a day in my life, but we ran into each other at some training at work, and we kind of clicked up, and we instantly kind of partnered up during the training. He was real cool. So he asked me if I was into investing crypto. At the time, this is 2019, I definitely was not. I heard about it, I knew a little bit about it, but I wasn't into it. I wasn't even really into stocks at that time, but I was leaning towards that way. I had a few brokerage accounts, but really didn't have anything in it. I did have money saved, but I just wasn't investing it, other than my 401k type of thing that I have at work. So he quickly started talking to me and a few other people in the class, in the training, about crypto. So it was very interesting. He's starting to show us stuff, but back then, just like a lot of people are, even to this day, I was skeptical. I'm looking at it like, yeah, that's cool. I don't know. I mean, I don't know what it is, what's the, what's behind it. Then I think like a couple days later, he ends up doing something that I found very telling, and it made me trust him a little bit. So out of nowhere, me and him talking, and he shows me his checking account, and in his checking account, it was basically $100,000. And to me, when most people would do something like that, it would be like a flex, or they trying to stun on you, or just, show off or something like that. But for something about him showing me that and explaining to me how he made this money through investing in crypto made me really think that he wasn't trying to do that. He showed me that, and then he showed me his crypto portfolios with a lot of assets in it. At the time, I'd heard about Bitcoin, but he showed me his portfolio, and this is back in, again, 2019. He had about, I think, 15 Bitcoins. All right, and we're going to talk about that in a second. And I could tell that he wasn't trying to impress me by showing me the money. He was just showing me that, hey, this is real. I'm trying to help you out if you want to get into this. I'm going to show you some things. I'm going to talk to you about it. So that definitely sparked my interest. So at the time, it was the crypto.com app, which I still use today. I downloaded the app, and then I started to kind of, look at the different cryptos that was on there at the time. I remember this is going to sound crazy, but Ethereum at the time was like $200, $250. You can go back to 2019 and check it. Bitcoin was like between $11,000 and $8,000 during that time frame that I was around this guy. I don't even think it hit 8,000. And to me, those numbers for Bitcoin especially was like extreme. Like, what, one Bitcoin, $10,000? Like, who's going to put that amount of money on something that you don't even know what it is? And it just seemed very skeptical to me at the time, like it does to a lot of people still to this day. And I understand that. So he told me about it, and then eventually and slowly I started putting a little money. He said, well, just try to put 50 on something or 25. And then I bought some Ethereum. I remember I had Ethereum for a real low price, and I didn't even have much of it at the time. And then I finally started putting a little money on Bitcoin, and I put some money on it, and it was cool. I had other coins. I think XRP was big at the time. I forget what some of the other ones was. And it was cool just to invest in something and see your money. And it fluctuated a little bit at the time. This is 2019. And then after the training was over with, we parted ways. Although we stayed cool and stayed friends, he used to text me and ask me about stuff from time to time. But I held on to my crypto, not really knowing what I was going to do with it. But as you all know, eventually, crypto blew all the way up to an all-time high of 68,000 in 2021. But before that even, I'm going to tell you something else. In 2020, during the pandemic, it got all the way down to the 4,000s. And that's the time when he called me and told me, hey man, Bitcoin is super low. Put some money in it, try to get you 2 or 3 Bitcoins because it's going to blow back up. Now, I did take his advice and I did put some more money into Bitcoin, but not that much. Did I have enough at the time saved up to buy a whole Bitcoin? Absolutely. Probably a couple of Bitcoins. And I didn't. I didn't take his advice. I didn't believe in it. I didn't understand the cycle and the halving and the things that I know now. And I held on to, the Bitcoin still. I had about a tenth of it at the time that I only paid maybe $700, $800 for $1,000 for it the most. And then all of a sudden in 2021, Bitcoin went to the moon. So I had a tenth of a Bitcoin during the whole run up when it got up to 68,000. So I had like $6,800 worth of Bitcoin, and I just couldn't believe it, man. I was so sick because I knew that if I had took his advice and got 2 or 3 Bitcoins, I would have had around $200,000. Not to mention Ethereum during that time went up to $4,000, and I had like 2, 3, 4 Ethereum at the time because it was only $200, $250, something like that. So I learned my lesson. But at the same time, I understand you just can't trust what somebody's telling you. You can lose all your money or whatever, but that's part of the risk. It's no reward without any risk. So I learned that valuable lesson. Bitcoin came back down, as you all know. It hit the low about 16,000. And I knew then that this was the time to invest, but I was also waiting to see how low it was going to go. And messing around, I honestly didn't get back into Bitcoin, even on this second time. And I kicked myself for it because now it reached the all-time high of 73,000. But I can say that it's always going to be another chance. Be patient. I do have a lot of cryptos. The good news is I started investing in stocks as well. So I have a pretty decent stock portfolio along with a crypto portfolio. I just don't have any Bitcoin, sorry to say. But I learned my lesson from that, and I still actually work with him now, my buddy. And he's got a lot, trust me. He's got well over 7 figures, if you want to say. Cool dude. Learned a lot from him, still learning. I try to put people on the stocks and crypto, not to invest all your money or whatever, but just start looking, just start paying attention, start studying. Some people get it, some people don't. It is what it is, but that's pretty much my story on how I let $200,000 plus slip out of my hands. All right, so don't be scared to take risk, especially if you're just not going to do anything with the money anyway. I hate for anybody to lose a lot of money taking risks, but you just have to be patient. Remember, you don't really lose money until you sell out of the stock or sell out of the crypto. If you feel it, do your research, do your due diligence, find out what you can find out, ask questions, look on YouTube. There's a million videos out there now, people talking about stocks and crypto. I had the leg up in the game way back in 2019, and I didn't take full advantage, although I did learn a lot. And I did take advantage, I'm going to say somewhat. So it is what it is, man. Just want to share that story with y'all. Bottom line is, don't be scared to take risks. It's your man, OG Bo Beats. Thank you for watching. Like the video, subscribe to the channel. Leave a comment down below. Let me know if you ever had any issues or any experiences that you wish you could have redid or do over, man. It's your man, Ojibo Beats, and I'm out. Peace.